This is Lucifer here, business and spiritual consultant. Because if Lucifer is on this planet, what else could he be but a spiritual and business consultant? Shit. Because what? Because business and spirituality is everything that the world is made of. Um, so, what we got here, man? So what we got here, man? There's a lot of things going on right now. There's a lot of protesters. There's a lot of protesters and protests, manifestations in the streets right now because of you know what. And, it's okay. It's okay that that's happening. It has to happen. It has to happen. It's okay that it happens. It has to happen. It has to happen. There's no choice. It's just a representation of how you feel inside. That's all it is. You don't have to trip. You don't have to worry. It's just a manifestation of how you feel inside. It's a good manifestation. That's a good sign if you see manifestations and protesters everywhere. That means that you are fighting. That means that you are awaking. That means that you do not accept some of the things that are going on in the world that is not supposed to be happening. All right? So it's a good thing. Don't even worry about it. Don't even trip. What you should be worried about, though, is listening to the right people. If you're a YouTuber or somebody that likes to watch people on YouTube, you should be careful to listen to the right people, because there's a lot of people that are trying to tell you a whole bunch of nonsense that don't make sense 100% of the time. 100% of the time. Now, mind you, what do we talk here? What did we say since we started this channel? We talked about Lucifer. We talked about Superman, Marvel Avengers, superheroes, Kryptonian, dimension, quantum leaps, spirituality. We exposed two or three so-called gurus, fake targeted individuals, fake spiritual people, Illuminati all across the board. All across the board. Exposed, expunged. I mean, look at here, man. There's a lot of tarot readers that was talking about killing people. There's a lot of tarot readers that was talking about people losing their child. Well, guess what? Some of these people that was talking about that are the people that are receiving exactly what they were trying to give to other people. Shit. I watched a video from, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched a video from D-Lo the Pilot Man. And apparently, he doesn't have the right to visitation to his child now. So he has to go from, I think it's like, he said every week or so, every 2 weeks or something. And his dudes and his peoples was trying to curse other people, was trying to curse me with some kind of child losing thing or blah, blah, blah. So, I don't know. Proof is in the pudding, baby. You can listen to the fake. You can listen to the real. I already showed you how fake they are. I already told you how fake they are. Me, I'm real. I'm real with everything that I did. Straight facts. Straight facts. You know that I'm real. I'm not fake. But a lot of people want the fake to be real. You can't make fake shit real. It's fake. How can you make something fake real? You can't do that. That's not possible. If it's fake, it's fake. It's fake until it becomes real. But you cannot make the real be fake. You can't make real people look fake, bro. As much as you want to try, that'll never happen. Not because people aren't going to listen to you because internally you know that I'm realer than you. Subconsciously, you know that I'm realer than you. So subconsciously, I hold more power than you. Of course, I hold more power than you because I actually did real things. It just comes with the territory. That's why real is real. And that's why fake is fake. And it takes a long time for somebody that's fake to become real. I'm going to tell you that right now. Me, I started when I was a kid. So I don't know how long it's going to take you to become, you know what I mean, bro? Like, eesh. That's not going to happen anytime soon. I'm going to tell you that right now. So let's keep on the line of what we're doing here. So I was talking the other day to somebody. I was like, yeah, but what is a spirit? This came from, and I mean, like I said again, I don't want to seem petty. I don't want to seem petty, but maybe I'm a little bit petty. Maybe maybe I'm a little bit petty, but I'm still use it as an example because it's a good example. So I was talking to somebody. This person is a high-ranking official. He's a high-ranking official in masonry. And I asked this man, so what is a spirit? I know what a spirit is. I just wanted to know if he knew what a spirit is, what a God is. This person said that the spirit is God. Wrong. The spirit is not God. But this person believes, this high-ranking Mason official believes that he is not a person and he does not own the spirit. The spirit belongs to something else and somebody else. And then I answered to this man, so in essence, you're telling me that God supports you. And that's what he was saying. That's not what he wanted to say, but that is still what he's kind of referring to. And you know what that means? If I say God is, supporting you, you know what my stance is on things, right? So I'm like, so God is supporting you because you don't own a spirit. You don't have a spirit. It's like Terry Joe Jr. the other day made a video. He was referencing me because I said in one of my videos that this room is full of people. This room is full of spirits. So he did a video saying that he doesn't have a room full of friends. So Terry Joel Jr. just admitted in front of all of his friends, in front of all of his people, all of his followers, me and my followers, that he has no soul. He's a soulless man. And mind you, the Illuminati, as weird as they are and as vicious as they might be, sometimes for some reason there are certain things that they cannot lie about. I still don't know what that is. I know I'm hearing a voice say it's an old trick. I know it's an old trick, but still, it's an old magician trick, but still, you could lie. I mean, they lie about other things, but there's just specific things that they cannot lie about, because if they lie about it, they're going to lose their power. So they don't have a choice but to say the truth. So this guy legit said that he has no friends. He has no spirits. He has no spirit guides. He doesn't have a spirit. He has no soul. He is not transformed. He is not a being. Now, mind you, I'm not saying that the person, well, yes, I'm kind of saying that the person that was telling that, but I don't think that's him. the case for this person, the high ranking official. I just think he's still on the path of understanding, more or less. More or less. Not really, but more or less. Because everybody learns at a different pace. So, and the way he answered and the way Terry Joel Jr. answered are two completely different things. All right, because Terry Joel Jr. knew what I was saying, and he blatantly said the complete truth and said, I don't have any friends. I don't have any spirits around me. This room is empty. I'm soulless. I'm a zombie. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, fine, you know. But this one, this high-ranking Mason official, didn't really. He was more prone to saying that there's an entity out there that lives through him, and he like pushes the message or the thing, whatever it is that he has to do, the event through him. So the spirit uses his body in order to enact onto the world, right? And yes, you are right. That is an old trick too. That is an old trick too, right? Anybody can do that. If you're a voodoo, we call that writing. Writing is when a Loa enters your body and uses your body to enact itself onto the world. What some people might call possession, right? The correct French term for riding would be cavalier, right? It's like riding a horse. It's like the Loa, you're the horse, and the Loa is the rider. So they call it riding. So that's an old trick. So this big entity, this one above all thing, is using a run-of-the-mill, common, very common, all in any magical practice, in order to enact itself onto the world. Now, how much of a great being are you if you need to use my body in order to be here? Ask yourself the question. How much of a great being are you if you need to use my body in order to act onto the world? And mind you, like I said, in berserkers, right? Norse mythology, berserkers, right? Humans that are possessed by the spirit of an animal, a wolf or a bear. Same thing. Shamans, channeling. They're channeling higher spirits. Same thing. So, by those terms, I'm not impressed. You know, by that principle, I'm not impressed. Now, on the other hand, when's the last time have you ever heard? When's the last time have you ever seen Lucifer actually possess anybody? And TV doesn't count. And stories about exorcisms don't count either. When have you seen it with your own eyes? I have never seen a demon, a person possessed by Lucifer with my own two eyes. Sure, there's documentaries and historical stories and things like that, but I've never seen it. I've seen many Loas. I've seen actors on TV be possessed by some kind of spirit. Sometimes actors are possessed. I remember Nicolas Cage when he was doing Ghost Rider. It was in the tabloids. Somebody asked him, so how did you come up with the whole aura of, Ghost Rider? He said he called it Nouveau Shaman. He was channeling. There's a popular video where you see Beyonce, and her alter ego that she calls Sasha Fierce, right? She's channeling a spirit. So, what is a spirit? Who is Sasha Fierce? And how is Sasha Fierce built? Did Beyonce channel an actual person that was once called Sasha Fierce, or there's an amalgam of things that surrounded her and that she created this entity that is now capable of unlocking certain aspect of herself when she gets into a transcendental state? Who knows? So what is a spirit? So how can you walk around with no spirit? So right now, people have a hive mind mentality. People have a hive mind mentality. Why is that? Because most people don't have spirit. Because most people give their bodies up to an entity that they do not know or ever seen before, created by other people that was here before they were born without their consent. And now, once they're born, their parents or society tells them that you have to believe in this or else. So now you still didn't give you consent. You're just forced into believing in the thing. Whether you choose to believe it or not, it's not really consent. It's more conformity. But God did not ask you to give yourself up to me. I mean, yeah, he did, actually. Kind of. But through a book or through messengers. But never personally. Because he doesn't have time for that, because he's, God. So I don't have time to come personally. Just do it and everything will be fine. So right now, people have a hive mind mentality. Everybody thinks alike. Why do all these people think alike? Because they don't own a spirit. They don't have friends in the spiritual realm. They are not living in the 5D world. So because of that, this entity, the spirit called God, is now capable of possessing these people, all of them at the same time, and harass you into oblivion until you submit yourself to beliefs that are completely destructive to your soul. Lucifer is the symbol of freedom. Lucifer is the symbol of freedom, pride, emotion, inspiration. And there's little breadcrumbs here and there. That's the worst part. Like, they actually leave breadcrumbs here and there, They put little breadcrumbs here and there. Inspiration, musical, art, psychology, parapsychology, alchemy, magic, weapons making, smithing. All these things does not come from God. All these things were not permitted by God. You were supposed to be naked and alone. Maybe not alone, but mostly naked in the middle of nature, doing absolutely nothing. But then Lucifer came around and he changed all that. He gave you something to do. He gave you something to hope for. He gave you the opportunity to become exalted yourself, to become glorious, to become immortal, to become like God. All these things are all the things that Lucifer offered you. All these things are things that I'm offering you. But what does God offer? Nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. Think about it for 2 seconds. So anyways, this video is too damn long. My name is Lucifer. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and have a good one. Peace out.